So, have you guys tried with yourself like async and await and promises and all these concepts? Please respond, guys. Any of you tried uh, like promises and async and await kind of example with yourself? Okay, let's just start today's session then. Okay, I think a lot of guys already joined the class, so I'm just starting the today's session. If I am opening the Node.js official website, to just open this link, so we can see here inside the docs, we have the LTS version, and now we can see here a lot of modules over here, like clusters, command line options, console, core pack, and crypto debugger. So these are all what? These are all the node modules. And uh, node modules are basically considered module to be same as a JavaScript library, okay, or you can say a set of function you want to include in your application. So that's basically uh, node modules. Okay, guys, please just wait for one minute. I have an urgent call, and I just come back now in a second. अच्छा बोलिए ओके मारो ना बोलिए क्लास चलते ठीक है आवाज उसके बाहर Okay, I'm so sorry for the disturbance. Now let's just continue the class. Actually, I'm talking about there's so many already built-in modules are available in the Node.js. So built-in module is what? It's like a JavaScript library. Okay, it's a set of function you want to include in your application, basically. Like if you want to add asynchronous hooks, so it is already available in a Node.js module, and here it is. If you want to work with the crypto modules, let's say you are working um, some web 3.0 kind of frameworks, like hyperlaser technologies, something like that thing. So that kind of library, the crypto modules are huge are in use. I mean, they hugely use this module, crypto. That's why people are saying if you're going to use the Web 3.0, or if you are working with the blockchain technologies, so you should have a very good knowledge of Node.js. Cause in a Node.js there is so many built-in modules, and using these modules you can build blockchains, right? So, but the problem is with this kind of module is, uh, and and particularly if you are landing to this official documentation site, the main problem is here that you're not able to understood very well. It's so messy, but somehow we have to understood this kind of thing. And this is the only reason that I'm here to make all these messy thing, I mean a little bit complicated thing makes too easy, right? So let's just in today's session, I'm just going to introduce with you guys very two very important module like the file system, and another one is a stream module. Okay, so if I just come back over here, okay, one more time I have to go inside the dock, and I'm just choosing the LTS version. So you may just get this. Mm, so this is the OS module, this is the path module, and here you can see over here that here is a stream module, right? This is a stream module. So in today's session, we are just going to deal with only two modules, and the rest module also we are going to deal with like a buffer and cluster, but we gradually to grab all these modules. Okay, and when you are just going to use the express framework, so it will become like a piece of cake. It's so easy when you are going to use the express.js. Okay, so now let's just let me just open the um, yes, somewhat here. I build the this thing. Okay, just let me know one thing. Are you guys able to understood yesterday's session? Are you guys able to grab all these things that I taught in yesterday's session? Can anybody respond me? Hello. Why are you guys are not responding? Um, so now let's just tell me like what do I understood? Like are you guys able to understood this or okay. Okay, I'm continuing my class. So let's just start with the FS module. So I'm going to delete all these two. Okay, let's just rename this. Um, so I'm just naming this as a index.js. Okay, just wait. So in a FS modules, FS means the file system modules gives us a huge power. If I look, if we are look at the FS module over here, okay, again I have to go with the documentation. File system, where it is file system. Let me just show you. Yeah, here it is, file system. So using file system, you can do a bunch of things. Like I just want to show you. Let's just say you have to use the file system inside your project. So first of all, first thing first, you have to require the fs module. For this, first of all, we have to define a variable. In my case, I'm defining const fs, and I'm going to require from the node that, hey node, please just provide me the fs module. Okay, and what um and now we can simply we have a lot of functionalities. As soon as I put a dot operator after fs, so we have all these kind of things like read file, write file sync, and read directory sync, and read file, and exist syncs. So all these are what? All these are the functions of fs module that we have to uh, that we have the power to implement inside our project. So now let's just first start with the write file sync. Write file sync. Here it is. So what it does basically, so it will create a new file. We don't have to create uh, explicitly a file inside our VS Code. Even using this function, write file sync, it will create a new file, and whatever we want to write inside a file, we can do just using this. But just note the one thing over here, that is, if already exists the same file that we are going to write over here, uh, let's just say I just want to create Jaideep. This is my name, by the way. Let's say Jaideep.txt. If Jaideep.txt is already not existed, so this function write file sync will create the new function, the new file, the Jaideep.txt. And if it is already existed inside our application, or you can say inside our project, so it will add the messages only inside this file. Okay, so let's just say if I am writing, please teach me Node.js, right? The moment I save the file, uh, and I have to run this thing for run the this thing, we can do over here node, put a dot operator, and write the file name. So my file name is index.js, right? Yes. The moment I run this command, the node and index.js, it is, let's say, okay, someone is trying to join the class. Okay. The moment as I hit the enter button after writing the node and index.js file, it will instantly create the jarib.txt file over here. You guys can see over here, right? And you can see over here that the message that I already written over here, it is now inside our jarib.txt file. Please teach me Node.js, right? So let's say now this time I just for the for just it is a shake of simplicity, and I also want to show you guys that whenever you write if if a file already existed inside your project, so whatever you write the message, and it if it got that it is something different than the previous one, so it will add the messages that are the only uh, that are not existed inside the file. So let's just see here, like write file sync, and let's say jdeep.txt, and this time I just want to add, please, um, let's say, hey teacher. Now this time I'm just adding a new word over here. Hey teacher, please teach me Node.js. So the moment I'm saving over here, and let's just start the Node.js from here. How to run the node? We just have to write the node command and then the file name index.js, right? The moment I hit the enter button, now you can see over here, it is not creating another jadip.txt, but it is existed the previous one. But the moment I open this file, you can see over here that it is now written as, hey teacher, please teach me Node.js. Means what? The previous text deleted, okay, whatever text already existed inside the jarib.txt file, it was deleted completely, and the new text which I was writing over here, it is now added here. Understood? So this is the magic of write file sync. So uh, let's say now this time I don't want to just add some new word in a same line. I want I want that my previous text should be exist, and also add something new, like this, um like, hey sir, how are you? I just want to this kind of thing. Okay. And now this time I'm just I just wrote this thing because I want to show you what I want. Now let's just remove this text. Okay, first thing first, someone trying to join the class. Okay, let's admit this. Okay, so now this time I don't want I just want to add some new text line from here. So for this, we have to what? We have to write the append file sync. Uh, I am able to say this because I already worked all these kind of function. Uh, you guys also can do the same thing as you start writing the code so many times. So, and I just want to told you guys about a trick to how to remember all these functions, like the append file sync. In the case of append file sync, so remember that when we are using the JavaScript, we have some sort of append function um, for uh, for array for array thing. Like whenever we want to add some new element inside an array, we have a inbuilt function that is append, right? So like the same way, we have a append file sync. So using this thing, we can append some messages. Again, we have a a quote, and under this quote we have to write the file name. So my file name is what? My file name is Jaideep, right? Jaideep.txt. And then I need to I need to write the messages that I want to appear inside my file. So this time I am just going to write, "Hey sir, how are you?" I don't know why I'm writing this. I just want to show you how all these functions are going to work. How are you? Okay. So now let's just save this, and again we have to run one more time the node function. Okay. Node index.js. Let's just see the file. What is so is this file going to show me the change text, or it shows me the previous one text? So let's just see. And now you can see over here that it is added the new line, but it is added the previous one without leaving any space. So you can see here, "Hey sir, how are you?" Right? So this is all the magic of the append file sync and the write file sync, and this is all about um, the FS system of my FS system module. Okay, and now let's just talk about the streams. So basically, whenever uh, we are we are talking about stream, we have some sort of images in our mind uh, that we want to stream the videos, we want to stream the audios. So streaming is nothing. I mean, streaming is not just limited by to stream only videos or stream the audios. Even stream means what? If I am talking in a general sense of stream, so stream means to transferring some data, right? Stream means what? Stream means transferring the data, right? And when we are talking about the stream in Node.js, so inside the Node.js, we are heavily going to use the streams. Even we unknowingly use so many times streams, right? Do you know, guys, that in our very first day we are we were create a server, right? And that server, we are just using the request and responses. Have you remembered this? Have you remembered that thing? Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, for just time being, I'm just commenting all these things, and now let's just start the thing that I'm talking about. So I'm just going to create a server. For creating server, what I need to do, I need to require the HTTP module, right? So let's just say I'm just taking a variable as a HTTP and requiring the same thing from the Node.js. Okay, and after doing this, what we have to do, we can do just HTTP dot create server. Okay, so this create server will take a callback function. Okay, And I already told you guys about the what is callback in yesterday's session. Remember? The function inside another function. And this callback already have a two parameters. So parameters are what? The parameters are request and a response. I'm writing here in a short form. Okay. So let's just say I just want to I just want to see response and um, let's just say res dot write. I just want to show here, hey developers. Okay, so now let's just and after sending the response, we need to explicitly tell our node server that after writing this thing, you have to stop. So in order to stop the thing, what you need to do? Just just write the ending function like this way. Okay. So you are now create the server, right? You have the request and the response, and you already done all these things. And uh, but one problem is there, and the problem is you yes, it is true that you are created the server, but where your this server going to land, right? In which port? In which port your server going to land? You don't have to, like, you are not mentioning this. So in order to mention this thing, again we have a listen property. Okay, and this listen property takes a port, right? Port. And second, it can take a callback, right? And now I already know that you guys may have a question, sir, where this port comes from. Okay, please wait. I'm just telling all these things in a second. So let's just write console.log, and then I'm going to use the backticks and writing server is running on port port, and then what? We have to show the port number dynamically. For showing the port dynamically, we have a dollar function and then curly braces. And now this is the time when I'm going to declare my port variable. So let's just say const port, and now uh, process dot env dot port. Why I'm writing this, and what is process, and what is the dot env and a port? I know that inside your mind a whole bunch of question. So let me just explain. So what all this thing is. Actually, the way we are declaring the port inside our application, like this way, like port number 3000, or let's just say port number 4000. So this is not the way when you host your application on a production grade, right? Actually, we don't know at all that what kind of port, or which port would be empty, or which port be free over uh, in the hosting site, right? We don't have any idea. So we explicitly tell our application. Okay, someone tries to join the class. Don't know where he is going. Okay. Now let's just come back to the thing. Okay, I'm just talking this like when we are hosting when we are going to hosting our application in a server side, we don't have any idea that which port going to be empty or which port going to be free. So that time what we would need to be do, we have a function like process dot env. So it tells hosting site that, hey hosting site, if you have a available of any port, then please provide me, or instead you just, if you don't have any port, or if you are if you have, if you still have a freeing of the 4000 number port or any kind of port, then please available me. Okay, so this is the meaning of this line. So I would suggest you guys please focus on all these syntaxes. I know that this sounds a little bit like creepy, you can say, why I am pushing to focusing all these syntaxes. But the thing is, when you see as much as all these syntaxes, so in your subconscious mind, all these syntax going to store. Okay, after just some time, you will already know all these things. So I hope you understood what meant by this line of code. And now let's just start uh, for starting the application. We need to start our node and index.js. And now here it is showing the server is running on port number 4000, right? So now let's just open a browser and go to the port number 4000, localhost, and a port number 4000. Okay, yeah, you can see over here it is showing hey developers, right? And it is totally working. So I was saying this, that we have a we have this request and the responses. You guys can see over here the request, req, and the res. So these are a part of streams. Even we are unwillingly, or you can say accidentally, use the streams everywhere in a node.js. So there are so many cases, like the crypto modules, the file sync modules, the file system that we are just finished, that how the file systems work. So all these modules are using streams, and streams is a one of the important module of Node.js when you are going to give the interview of as a backend developer. So there are most of the cases when interviewer may ask you about the streams, and streams is so important, right? Now let's just so before starting these streams, we have some theoretical part of stream. So let's just say, okay, let me just connect my pen tablet first. Okay, now everything is okay here. So what is a stream? So let's just think about uh, if you have uh, let me just zoom in this and make another pages. Just say concept of streams. Okay, let's just say you guys going some restaurant and you just order some food, okay? And you are so hungry that you ordered so many things. You ordered the starters and you even ordered the main course, and you also ordered some sweets, okay? Some sweets and some desserts. So you ordered so many things, and you just got a little table, okay? You just have a just little table, and you are here sitting on a chair. So if just imagine the situation is that the waiter takes your order, all of your food that you are ordered, they take the order and go inside the kitchen and start preparing your food. So the first case is that if they already finished all of your order, then they are going to serve you. This is the case number one. And the case number is second. I mean the first case number is not at all very efficient, right? So getting all of your food, you need to wait. So the chef prepare all your food, then they are going to serve you. And the another very big factor is that you have a very small table, right? So if they gave you 10 or 20 items, so it will not be adjusted on your table. So why I'm giving this example? I know that it sounds very crazy, but the same thing are happened when we are using streams. Let's just say we have a let's just say we have a very big file. Okay, I mean if you have a very big size of file, okay, let's say you have a 5 GB of video data. Let's say you prepared YouTube videos, okay? So for that reason, you have a 5 GB of data, and you want to available on a internet. So you also have a edtech website. Let's say you have www.edtech.in. So you also want to available your 5 GB videos in your website. Okay. So for that reason, if you are choosing, if you are choosing that all this 5 GB data you are going to uh, push inside your server memory, okay, server memory, then it will very costly. Why I'm saying this? Remember one thing, your memory is very expensive. Your basically I'm talking about the RAM memory, okay? So when you are going to purchasing some server memory means if you are going to purchase some hosting, okay? So you have so many options like some company like Hostingers and GoDaddy.com. All these website provides the hosting. So if you are going to purchase the hosting, so you may got that it is so expensive that they are providing 2 GB of hosting of rupees 5,000. Or so let's just say if you have a 5 GB of video, and you want to upload the video on your website. So how it is possible that you have only 2 GB of your RAM and you want to upload the 5 GB of your data? So is it possible? It will not at all. And let's just say you are just so rich, you are so rich that you have a 10 GB of data. Okay, then you are just going to then you're just going to upload all your data in your server memory. So after some time your application going to be hanged, because not going to be hanged, even it will going to crash. Because if you are going to upload all these whole data on your server memory, so it is not the only case that you have the only one video data. So in your website it may have so many things, right? Some other videos. If you have a edtech website, so you have some other videos too. Okay, for that reason, if you are uploading the 5 GB of data, uh, uh, I mean all at a time, so it will going to bother your performance issue. Your website going to be crash, right? So I'm just giving this example. Just relate this thing. Let's just say your table is your memory space. The table right here is is what? It is your memory space. Let me just okay. Where it is going? Okay, this is your memory space, right? This table is what? This table is your memory space. And the food, the food that you are ordered, that is what? That is your input, or you can say your data. The food is your what? The food is your, you can refer food as a data that you want to transfer, right? And the restaurant, you can refer here restaurant as a your server. uh, Restaurant, you can refer here restaurant as your server, right? So please try to imagine all these things. One more time, I'm just going to say this. Let's just say uh, the whole restaurant is your server, and food is your data that you want to upload in your website, and the table that you are sitting with, the table is your memory space, right? If you are ordered your food, if you are ordered your food uh, all at the same time, so you have, if you want to if you want all your food at just one time, so you have to be keep waiting, right? When the chef prepared all those foods, then it can be only served. So you have to be wait, right? So that means what? If you are going to upload the 5 GB of data or some big file, if you are going to upload, so you have to be wait to upload all the data. But it is better that the servant, I mean the waiter serving you, if some food is already prepared, then waiter is going to serve you. Let's just say starter is now prepared, the waiter is now going to serve you the starter food, and then your main course will be served by the waiter after preparing it. And when you And when you finished your one food, so waiter going to remove all the pots on your table, so that you can have again a space for your main course, right? So the same thing will happen with your server side, that if you are going to uh, upload the whole file at a time, so it will gonna crash, right? The same example, please relate with me. The same thing happened with your table. Let's just say, uh, if uh, if waiter going to serve all the foods at a one time, so your table is a small, right? So if they are going to serve you, so the rest food are going to fall out of your table because it has no space, right? So the same thing going to happen with your server thing. So now let's just again come to the screen. So what we are going to do here. So let's just say this is our server. The the um, the rectangle that you are seeing over here. This is your server. This is your server environment, right? And you know what? You have a 5 GB of file, 5 GB of big file you have, and you want to upload this file to your server side. For uploading this kind of thing on a server memory, we again have a virtual space inside our server, called it as a buffer space. Okay, and let's say we have an empty file inside our server side. So we are going to do what? We are just going to send all the this big file in a piece of chunk, and then it will we will going to create a buffer space inside our server memory. So it will take at a time a piece of chunk. Okay, then it will slowly go to send all the piece of chunk to the empty file. So it will going to copy the 5 GB of file. Understood? So this is a system, how it going to create. Hello. Okay, just 1 minute. Till here, anyone have any problem? Have you guys faced any issue?
Sir, explain it. One second, sir.
Jagdish, are you asking
Yes,
something?
sir. Explain it one second.
Ex- Explain one more time.
Yes, sir. Those chunks, sir.
Okay. So what you don't understand in this thing?
Okay, sir.
Huh?
Am I audible, sir?
I'm not able to I'm not able to getting your voice clearly. Okay, let me just explain one more time. Okay. Let's say you have a server. Okay. This boundary is your server, right? This boundary is your what? Your server. Remember the example that I already shown you, that you're going in a restaurant and you ordered so many of food, and you are so hungry that you ordered so many of foods. So we have a two cases. The first cases is that chef going to prepare all of your food. Let's say you ordered 20 to 30 items. Okay, let's just say you ordered the the starter and the main course and some desserts and some drinks, some soft drinks. So it is a huge food. Okay, so we have a uh, limited space to keep all your food on a table. And then the another thing is that when chef going to prepare all those foods, so you are so hungry, you want right now. Okay, so you have to be keep waiting till chef going to prepared all your food, right? So this case is really be very I mean, uh, this is not very efficient case, right? So the second case is what, that chef prepared first your starter pack. So the waiter going to serve you the starter pack first, uh, and then chef going to prepare your main course, and then prepare your drinks and all those stuff, all the dessert. So this case is a very efficient, right? Efficient, why? Because you can you are so hungry that you can eat them without any waiting. And the second thing is that uh, in order to eat this way, you have so much of space on your table, right? So please relate this example with this thing. This is what we have, a server. We have a server, and we have a big size of file, and we want to send this file, I mean, we want to upload this thing to our server, right? So in order to do that, we can do one thing. We can send them in a chunks, right? This is what, I mean, we want this 5 GB file is not going like at a time of 5 GB, but we want to we want to send it in a piece of chunk. Uh, let's just say the chunks would be the 500 MB, or next 500 MB will be a chunk. So it would be go in this manner. So we have a so serving our a big size file in this way, we have a speciality that our application not going to be crashed, and it is easy for us to maintain all these things, right? So let me just show you with example. Let me just show you with example. I already created a long size file inside another folder. So let me just okay, somewhere what I just create some very big size of file. Uh, okay. Mm, okay, I just forgot where I put the very big size of file. I mean, it was near about of 97 MB of text file, but where I put, I just forget. Okay, this is not. Uh, okay, okay. Just wait for a minute. I have to search the file first. I'm so sorry for this thing, but I have to search in order to show you guys. Okay, let's just wait for 1 minute. I think. Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello. I just got the file right now. I just able to got this file. Actually, I just created this very long file. This is not any other thing, but this is a text, simple text, the lorem ipsum text, and it have crores of lines. Maybe it has a crores of lines. Uh, so this file I just searched for, and I just got this thing right here. Okay, and I just opened some other folder, but let's just start writing code inside this. Okay, so we have a very long file. Okay, and now let's just start to writing our streams code. Okay, now the first time I'm just going to show you guys a bad way to upload file. Okay, so but first let's just to create the server first. Now const http require http. Okay, and then what we have to we have to consider the file system inside our application. So we have a fs. We have to require this thing inside our node application, like this way. Okay, and now we have to define the port where our application going to land. So for this thing I'm going to create a variable port. Okay, and then what, process dot env dot port, and then now this time we are going to land our application on 4500 port number. Okay, for creating the server, we have already this variable, the const http. So in this variable we are requiring the HTTP module. Okay, so let's just try to understand all these piece of code. Okay, so in order to use the HTTP module, we have to use this variable, cause in this variable we have the HTTP module. For this thing, we have to write HTTP and dot, and then what? VS Code automatically suggests so many of function like create server, the request, the get, the server, the agent. All these function have a lot of functionality. These own functionality like get function has its own functionality. The server function, it has its own functionality. But right now we are going to use the create server function. Okay, the create server. So create server basically does what? And uh, and the irony is what, the VS Code also show what goings to be what. Like the first thing it is showing over here, that request listener, we should have a request listener as its first parameter. Okay, and a second kind of thing, we have a incoming messages, right? So all these things are here. Now let's just define a callback over here. Okay, request and response. I already told you that we already used streams in so many places, but we are using all these streams accidentally. We are not aware of it, right? But today onwards, you are going to spot where we are going to use these streams. Okay, okay. Now let's just say um let's just okay, first thing first, we are just going to test the, is it working or not? Node.js developers. Okay, and in order to run our application, we have to listen it somewhere, port, and then we have to give the callback. Inside the callback, we can write it as a inside a backticks, and then what? um Server is listening on port. Okay, so for just testing purpose, let's just see what it gives us. Okay, let's just save this and open the terminal and write the instruction node server.js. Yes, it is showing here server is listening on port number 4500. So let's just open this. Okay, it is running on 4000 port. Let's just write 4500. Okay, let me just cut this window and stop the, okay, stop this server from here. and open the my this one. Okay, node server.js. So it is saying that the server is listening on port number 4500. So now, hmm, why this thing showing like this way? Okay, 4500. Okay, I think my port is like 4500 port is busy right now. That's why it is not showing here. So let's just change the port number. Okay, let's just change the port number from here. Let's say 4000 port. Okay, and if right now if I'm writing node server.js, now it is saying our server is listening on port number 4000. Let's come back into our browser and write here localhost 4000, right? It should gives us. Okay, please wait for some times. It happened sometimes when we use a lot of when we use a very heavy work on our laptop, so it just happens sometimes that it takes very much time than usual. Okay, to just see I'm doing something wrong over here or what? No, it is totally correct. Okay, let's just see. Okay, first of all, mm, let's just check what it gives us. Okay, it takes so much of time. Let's just keep change the browser. Let's just see what it does give us. localhost localhost 4000. Okay. I'm doing here one thing wrong over here. I'm so sorry for this thing. Actually, we have to mention explicitly and thing over here. I just forgot to write this. If you are not going to write this, our our application, I mean, not going to find out when it will end. Now all things will be getting done by the browser. Let's just say now I have to do one more thing. Okay, we have to do one more thing. First of all, we have to start the server once again. Node server.js. Now it is starting the server. Now let's just come back to the Chrome and localhost and then 4000. Yeah, now it is showing, hey Node.js developers, right? And it is because of because we are not writing the uh, rest.end over here. We also have to write the rest.end, right? Sometimes it happens that we are forgetting to write some syntax, and all of a sudden we have some hits inside our mind that yes, we have to use this thing and that thing. Yeah, it happened with everybody. Okay, now um, it just check part that our server is going to working or not. Let me just uh, let me just comment this line. And do you know, guys, that what is the path thing? Path means what? Let's just say whatever you write after this slash thing. Let's just say you are going to fetch product. Okay, so this thing is a path, right? This is a path. Path of what? Path of your website. So after this thing, after the root thing, your website going to fetch the product details. So in my case, I'm just going to mimicking that our you we have some kind of URL path. Okay, so what if uh, what if somebody is typing something wrong path, right? So what does our website going to react on this? So let's just comment it out this thing. Okay, comment this thing, and we are going to write request.url. So URL is the function. Because of this function we are getting the we are getting the path uh, that I'm just showing you guys, right? So if the URL is not matched with the its home URL, what kind of thing we are going to show the home? This thing, okay, this slash. So if URL is not matched with the home, so so do what? do just return the end, just return the response to be end, right? Or in another case, what going to do in another case, um, in another case. Now, this time, the first time, I'm just going to upload the this big file, this big size of file in a bad way. Okay, so I'm here commenting uploading the file in a bad way. Okay, I suppose I think I switch again the file. I'm so sorry, guys, that I just switched the file. This is not what I was looking for. Actually, my main file was this one. This one is my main file, where index.txt is my file where I wrote this much line of text over here, right? And I have to show this thing. So what I do over here, I'm just going to copy this thing that I just write it over here and paste it in my main file, okay, where I just want to show all these things. I know that there is so much of hodgepodge is there, but this is not something very complicated. I just I'm just going to let you know, guys, what I'm going to do over here. I'm just going to show this file should be uploaded in a very bad manner. Okay, bad manner means what? I'm not going to upload the whole file in chunk by chunk, but instead that I'm just going to upload uh, in in a just moment. I'm just going to upload the whole file. Okay, just in a moment. So how do this thing? So we just have to do what? We have to write it like this way. First of all, we have to write const, and I'm making the variable file, and after that what? I'm just uh, uh, I'm just including the fs file. So in order to including the fs, we should have to include the fs file inside our application. So we have to require this, right? Fs, and do what? Fs um, create read stream. Create read stream. So this will do what? This will uh, include the file that we want to show you. This index.txt have a so much of text that it have a space of 97 MB. Okay, so 97 MB is a huge file. Okay, so let's just come back in our JavaScript file, and we can do here index.txt. Okay, and do what? Return the, again we want to return the readable is I mean we want to return, you know what, rest is a file, rest is again a string. Okay, and we have to write the end, and inside this we are just going to pass this file thing over here, right? Now let's just save this, and one more time we have to start our node server. Okay, now server is running on port number 4000. So now let's just go to the port number 4000, and if I'm refreshing this thing, so you guys can see over here, first time it is rejected. Okay, let's just see what happened. Okay, here it throws some error. Okay, I don't know why this thing throw an error. I have to debug this. Uh, let's just again. We already require the FS file. Okay, this is all good, but why this thing create problem? Node what server.js. Now let's just come back to the our localhost 4000 port. Again, it is hello. Hello guys. Okay, I need to check where the fault is. Actually, this is a very time consuming process cause we have got so many of errors over here. Okay, I need to check where it gets wrong. Actually, it throws some error from the node modules. Okay, so I need to check it. Um, it's already 8:28. I know you guys are also getting bored. I'm so sorry for this, but tomorrow I will show you these programs up and running, and till that time, I will search where the fault is basically. And you know, guys, that it happens sometimes in a profession of IT field. We have some errors, and we have to I mean we consume a lot of time to just debug those errors, and it is a part of development. So I would suggest you also you also search all those errors. You also curious about what kind of error is this. Okay. Okay, so that's it for today's session. Uh, I'm seeing you guys tomorrow. Okay. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Okay.